Hello, and well, on my end, in the Mind Of Mr.Bee, and with me today is the guy who needs
Wait, I'm in the Mind of Mr.Bee? I thought it was a Spanish cast. I need to go.
okay, okay, we are now, many of you are your own is, I want, now, well, and now can easily down me, we are we are not one, but going on eight now. Like me and the way on going go on eight, and we no, and recently we add the and yesterday or actually not I out in today I went on eight the apple.
The actors are now shrinking too, so.
Yeah. Or any of that in that were all going on, and it's and wise like I in game or and we in and all go on maybe I in day on the way on at I knew I on the way on as well.
Well, I mean, the gist of it though is SAG on strike. It's gonna get it's probably gonna get both. Is things are probably gonna be settled even faster now.
Yeah, and well, in, yeah, like yeah, yeah. But what did it in the I mean, wait. Me only get in it. I might not update on last week or on week ago. We go, oh, we go at a new EEO, and it would a name on a week old. Yeah,
Lalo Acuna.
yeah. On a Spanish movie, in one that movie in US, we in they are a few, in the US, not many. Um, it, and only in movie where a few, outside of Mexico, in only the US. Or in now being the new EO of Vigo or Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Any on that?
Nope.
Okay, or me and move on. Now, well, what in the in is in yeah now. One in woman in we are not about Bob I go a lot in this later on, but Bob I go and eat like I mean said wait in a interview on EMBE and way I
Yeah, I don't know what he said, so
on the what and a and in
Very likely it would seem to have a actors strike. How is that going to impact things, and what are your expectations there?
Well, I think it's very disturbing to me. We've talked about disruptive forces on this business and all the challenges that we're facing and the recovery from COVID, which is ongoing. It's not completely back. This is the worst time in the world to add to that disruption. I understand any labor organization's desire to work on the behalf of its members to get the most compensation, to be compensated fairly based on the value that they deliver. We managed as an industry to negotiate a very good deal with the Directors Guild that reflects the value that the directors contribute to this great business. We wanted to do the same thing with the writers, and we'd like to do the same thing with the actors. There's a level of expectation that they have that is just not realistic. And they are adding to a set of challenges that this business is already facing that is, quite frankly, very disruptive.
So they're not being
and
realistic?
dangerous. No, they're not.
Why not?
I can't answer that question. I respect their right and their desire to get as much as they possibly can in compensation for their people. I completely respect that. I've been around long enough to understand that dynamic and to appreciate it. But you also have to be realistic about the business environment and what this business can deliver. It is and has been a great business for all of these people, and it will continue to be, even through disruptive times. But, being realistic is imperative.
What do you
here.
do in the interim then? Does AI start to write a lot of scripts?
It will have a very, very damaging effect on the whole business, and unfortunately,
The strike will.
There's huge collateral damage in the industry to people who are, who are support services. I could go on and on. It will affect the economy of, different regions even because of just the sheer size of the business. It's a shame. It is really a shame.
yeah, never ever in like in my like now mean we in a more like God in like I when new like I mean that way but it really like I mean on the mouth
yeah, probably. It's like spoken like a true Hollywood executive.
yeah. Like God and at least he didn't like about the PR like at least now and like that the line we own it on the pan and the way off like this
Yeah.
like but like and we on.
What's happening to us is happening across all fields of labor by means of when employers make
And this is the hand and
Yep.
in earnest, thinking that we would be able to avert a strike. The gravity of this move is not lost on me or our negotiating committee or our board members who have voted unanimously to proceed with a strike. It's a very serious thing that impacts thousands, if not millions of people all across this country and around the world. Not only members of this union, but people who work in other industries that service the people that work in this industry. And so it came with great sadness that we came to this crossroads, but we had no choice. We are the victims here. We are being victimized by a very greedy entity. I am shocked by the way the people that we have been in business with are treating us. I cannot believe it, quite frankly. How far apart we are on so many things. How they plead poverty, that they're losing money left and right when giving hundreds of millions of dollars to their CEOs.
Yeah, and Bob Iger is making a pretty penny right now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, either way, they're not gonna get. Well, neither one of them is gonna get exactly what they want. This is why they need to go back to
Um,
the table and find and negotiate a compromise.
yeah.
It
And,
I
is
mean,
disgusting.
I'm very hopeful now that SAG's on strike because it's like it is gonna open up negotiations sooner, and you probably are gonna end up with a negotiation. Because I was more concerned. It's like I was more concerned about the writers actually because it was kind of getting to the point. I was more concerned about them that it's like if that the industry was going to successfully wear them down, in which case they would just have
oh,
them.
oh, 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 we will get right off.
Yeah,
Right in, in, in a minute. Me and then me aim up a
yeah. I'm kind of glad that SAG's on strike because it's probably going to open up a negotiation. Because I was concerned if SAG struck a deal and it was just the WGA on strike, it was like the writers were probably gonna get the bottom end of the stick because
yeah.
if this goes on much longer, it's like the industry will just get what they want, and the writers will just have to go back to work without a deal, without
Oh yeah, yeah.
without what they want wear them down.
Not on the on the me one minute. One in both the way on and I in on is well in my we in well mean me like you know
And that was so labor unfriendly, so tone deaf to what we are saying. You cannot change the business model as much as it has changed and not expect the contract to change too. We're not going to keep doing incremental changes on a contract that no longer honors what is happening right now with this business model that was foisted upon us. What are we doing? Moving around furniture on the Titanic? It's crazy. So the jig is up, AMPTP. We stand tall. You have to wake up and smell the coffee.
okay. Now one of the main in and you knew that was and Unio they're not ima is near hua we in huo or imi and we in it more or we like well like me and in Batman when when I buy it when when I bought it like what about my got but the behind the right and where I bought one and the way now what on it I got and I got from it not we in wall and it what the email I want at the movie when you buy it on on Amazon yeah like Amazon Prime like you buy it like $1 what it and when it pay on like I don't know, it pay on me the more or the me in what that around where our or not urban is and we in a moon mean and a model or how do you necessarily add in the in you like no not really like no a mm, mm, yeah that
This is why it's like studios and guilds need to get into the negotiation room because we are in uncharted water.
well
Yeah.
no what were you I lost you a minute.
I said which is why they need to get back to the negotiation table because we are in uncharted water. It's like this is new for both the guilds and the studios.
Yeah
And it's
and
like yeah, granted, I don't. It's like granted, okay, I might have to agree with Iger. It's like I don't know everything, but yeah, it is possible that what the unions are demanding is unfeasible. But at the same time, a compromise needs to be made now. It's like yeah, they might be demanding stuff that is seemingly unfeasible, but compromises need to be made now because this is uncharted water and they need to figure it out.
yeah well and oh and you e, you and in the business model and like yeah
Well,
but yeah
you can't change the business model based on old contracts.
yeah and yeah and Armand but the aim is how do you measure a view me and believe me like I and that I will I done will like I mean you we and I doing an in like I not area or how you measure a view like well yeah nếu need me like on it in like a model me like like you need like both I need mừng công phi now any now I that is really like now in over in yeah, I own this in like Unio like I mean I go be like I go at like but Unio I'll wait like one again yeah or and I what they want but like not but only not in the woman that is like really adamant on this one we I know and we in one but oh you need an now
Yeah.
yeah yeah no you are no in like now one in the main in another in the AI which yeah need to be regulated
Oh, that seriously does. I guess I was just reading something. It was like something rather. It's like you could. It's like they can use the actors like this for like AI and so, and it belongs to the studio for life.
yeah yeah like that one in like yeah like like audio again like maybe not the mean but like in the movie you and like the one like this and it beyond Yo, like yeah, like I do not,
He's never is never going to agree to that, and any actor who has a head on his shoulder isn't going to agree to that. Well, most people is like breaking into acting extras. Nobody trying to break into acting is going to even agree to that.
yeah, well, Manway, like, well, only one and I Eileen. Only about one and I like lean at or like I get like main or lean power.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna say a lot of them are like extras and like side characters anyway, the small
Yeah,
threats.
yeah, yeah, like I in no no na or yeah or no la and ima like they need ima go fees and umi el Bob Iger in like now not the I like when will it be the I Bob?
Yeah, that's not exactly a good response, but as I said, spoken like a true Hollywood executive.
Yeah. And another in with no way. And this in like that might be able. Like now, me, this phone in me and this one in me on the way. But this is a and ima like no the like Hollywood Unio at least me on the way. I will let you. And on like making a moment me and they in like by like
The
obo
writers will be desperate to go. Yeah, the writers will come back to work with no negotiation made because they're gonna lose their houses.
yeah like yeah now yeah like one like and that it was a that like on the line anonymously that a uh NEO. Like we is like that way despicable. Like that is like how the level of voting.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, no. If anything, I'm kind of glad that SAG went on strike, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna force because now it's going to force their hand of renegotiating. Because before it's like I was afraid, because it's like I was more like, because before it was like to the point like, well, either way, come October, the strike's going to end. Negotiation, no negotiation, because the what is it gonna like because the what is it gonna have to come back just because they're gonna lose their homes otherwise.
Yeah.
Which I did like now both strikes are going to end sooner and a negotiation will be made.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want an like down like any the and the cannot promote uh, like they are not allowed to like promote the movie that they made.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Anything that's some dude who come out they can't promote. It's like anything that was actually currently in production has now shut down.
yeah, yeah, like
Because like
one of the,
pre-production
the
stuff is
main
all shut down anyway. But everything that was in but everything that's actually in because like okay, anything pre-production is always shut down, but anything that was currently in production has now shut down now.
yeah, yeah, like one of the main movie that like recently got down Deadpool E.
Oh yeah, because that was currently in production. Yeah,
and yeah, then will be like they will now and no one and the movie now open movie now in the can me like I went back but they need me we like you and I do the we it's no
Yep.
oh yeah like
Yeah, it's like you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I have a sneaky suspicion in SAG will not be strike. It will not be striking as long as as long as the writers have been.
and yeah well yeah in my the last I like both the way or and I one on I was like one night in oh and I you know was like and then another uh 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 I that I'm
Like I don't know.
Ronald Reagan.
Was he? Was he? Oh yeah, I think I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I wanted an in the armor with few union now. It be a Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, that's weird. But as I said,
I,
but the whole thing, but it's like now that they're on strike together, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because the writers have now been on strike for 3 months,
yeah,
give or take. Somebody tells me now that SAG will not be on strike as long as the writers have been.
yeah. Well, mama, well now like I get I'm in getting out or out I've been I've been like in Albany like September.
I'm gonna say September because before
Yeah,
before I was saying is like you were looking at well I'm gonna say like early September, early to
yeah,
mid September because before I was looking at if it just stayed the white it was gonna be like it was gonna be late September or I was gonna say like late September early October.
yeah,
Now I'm looking at now I'm saying it's like probably like early September. It's like negotiations are gonna set now because like I think SAG's only gonna be like I guys say they're only gonna be striking for like maybe like a little bit over a month.
yeah, yeah. Now and I do in the me will be owned like gan in late but you want the P in like and you are or that kind in like they like not any and that kind in all do any like and
How does this affect the movie? How does this affect movie theaters though? It's like at a trail. It's like at the trailers already made like long enough before the movies go to theaters.
yeah mostly the L main and I don't mean you need like do it like I in you don't need the do the L
Oh yeah, you can grab clips as well. I was
yeah
gonna say, and it's like I was gonna say because like the movie series mostly just rely on trailers, I believe, right? To get the movies out there.
E yeah
They
yeah
don't really
L
need.
and O
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, trailers and posters. They don't necessarily need. They don't necessarily need actors to do like promoting for it.
yeah the I mean the one right and my and the like me like me no more on that go movie the no more money that makes
Yeah.
or only whether no but like movies like I didn't that like an like stockpiled like and stockpiled they open interviews in
Anticipating, yeah.
yeah oh a oh we are not move on ni we are among in among one of the in is a that is the bomb I go recently we knew this on umo year
Even before the old one is out, so.
yeah yeah
Because he hasn't even been back for a year yet, so.
yeah and then any for well the end any all like and is all like that was not me God and like we I know out me like it one we army one in early and in no me we is a year now
Yeah.
like and like they want to make it like EOO like in like I mean like in the EO pan in and in my like well well we like the all and is where Bob ate like like you made that guy EO like that
Out of the blue.
yeah like it was like no way in like like we yeah more EO and is in like
Well, Disney's not going to make that mistake twice now.
yeah well and it's in be in bomb I go and um well and it's in me in I know and I go la like I know main bomb I go COO like 5 year be on la
Yeah, so Igo was an easy choice. And it's like they're not gonna make that mistake again because Disney made it clear when Igo returned, but it's like part of it was like a transition to a new CEO.
yeah like now we all don't know like no an Aries like there were like is in my Ian like now left
I didn't think it was gonna be her anyway.
yeah well yeah like and yeah yeah or anyway way now both Ian Dina Walden like 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 now you know all ever need an in one and then need we and but now I'm buying when like our need an in like mine is ESPN like
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like yeah, Disney's web worldwide web what is it? Disney's web content is always like part of that now.
yeah like the need is
Yeah, it's like Disney. Yeah, that endeavor that they did when they bought Mega Studio, which did turn out to be a good endeavor for them.
yeah but anyway but you know while then all ever need an email like ima o army and we and on the either in near Owamani Owen Bowman one Nini movie the way and actually the whole air or I mean Owen Bowman now and in the either in and then the Walden army or and in the movie either in now. Oh, you no. They on make no call EEO. Me, I may call EEO might not mean that area bad in.
Yeah.
Let me and a no boy is the Marvel one power. Now, I even I think there might be edited me like you know who wound up out me or the Marvel?
Eisner.
No, 8-pack.
Oh yeah, Chamber Grand Apex before him. Yeah.
And like that is not in like and the name by 8 or like or any other on out me and two me like big desire oh.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Dina Wadded is a good. That's a good speculation there. That's a good thought.
And I want Bowman I on oh one armor in the movie I in like a outside oil is on Bailey I own one like on what me pet on that out the me make now I'm where I even yeah not like got an a win and I going
Yeah, there's an issue there.
like like I mean we were in what and we're on in man and we not I on I na out na am I own win and I me
You know, I would kind of like to see. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but you know who I would kind of like to see is a Jennifer Lee.
oh yeah yeah yeah
Yeah, I'm just not sure how she would be. It's like creatively, she would be a good choice. I'm just not sure if she would be a good business decision. How she would be business wise though.
yeah.
Because I think she's actually more of an artist than she is a businesswoman.
Yeah, like I mean, you are like I'm outside and they like I own like bringing back Pino Weiss who 8-pack iron and like they'll buying Candomania and bringing back the two like mini guys that founded like Candomania like like Tom and Kate and Mayo me more and then will win any a like like will win any in I go the and then they went with we what a really bad idea.
How do you buy whatever studio Jeffrey Katzenberg is working with and make Jeffrey Katzenberg your next CEO?
Well, in on he right now me like the union that me in the bone out in like when an eatly Maria like out in KB.
Oh, so yeah, I was gonna say that's God. Yeah, because I was gonna say that was just adventure after DreamWorks got like sold out from under him.
Yeah. yeah, and you and it be yeah, mà em in bon mi con oi ni
I
an
mean,
ma au I yo.
I would love to see that because that would be like that would be like that would be kind of cool and stuff because that would be like the like Apple Steve Jobs thing or so, you know.
Yeah,
Fire him, bringing back his it's like fire him, bringing back a CEO, you know. And I think Katzenberg would be a CEO, good CEO actually.
yeah,
Because I was gonna say,
yeah,
I think he's like completely free because it's like Endeavor after DreamWorks went belly up. So
yeah, yeah, that là in oi mi and like I you know the
I was gonna say he has to be like a consolidative. He has to be like a consolidative of some kind of the DreamWorks stuff, though. I would think.
yeah I mean like out in deal like an u down but on a an out in an I like in
Yeah, because I feel like he has to have like some kind of like. I feel like the stuff that DreamWorks. Well, I mean, okay, I just watched like Ruby Goldman, and I mean, it's like Katzenberg had to have his fingers in that at some point, you know.
well me very very much but more that will be going out in that and when at a bone was on and on.
Oh, it could have been, yeah. Because it's like I watched that movie, like it had like there's like definitely enough to stuff in it. It's like because I didn't see him credited for it, but he definitely had to have his fingers in there someplace now.
Yeah. Now, anyway, moving on. Like I an but in the owner in the NBA and near my own EO. Like no two other out I candidate I own move and underneath board like iron in over in be I mean like the EO like I will be on the off in and like I will be very with me one one be like my is wait not an in
Put me in the writer's room. Thank you very much.
I can do that.
Put me in the writer's room. I am not handling your I'm not handling your executive crap. I'm a
Uh,
creative.
uh, uh, and do you want to be and out Star Wars?
I could be it's like Star Wars would be cool. I'm scared. I would kind of like the like the white for actually animation would be cool. You know.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, maybe even out like uh, and you in like need TV animation.
That'd be cool. TV. It's like Disney TV. It's like put me in charge of like the TV content itself, TV writing and content itself. You know, TV content and development itself. It's like, but I'm a creative. Sorry.
Yeah, not I'm. Um. Yeah. Anyway, but
I'm gonna have to wait a while now because I wouldn't upset writing anything until WGA until the writers are back to work now. I'm saying it's like WGA strong, you know.
and don't worry, and not one me and I wouldn't be an and or any is.
Oh, this is true. I forgot about that one.
Anyways,
I mean, you would have to still look at Iger as a partnership. Are you okay with that one?
yeah, like I'm not one. Me, I go army around.
Yeah, I have a prediction. It's like, yeah, he might eventually step down as CEO, but he's always still, but he's gonna stay within the company in some aspect.
Yeah, you Elman again.
Yeah, executive chairman, and this time he's actually gonna stick around as executive chairman.
Yeah. But anyway, we are in now one another in now I go to the interview with Ian yesterday and a lot like one in
Bob Iger, of course, the CEO of Walt
okay
Disney,
and
of
moving
Disney
on.
here in Sun Valley. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
All right, Dave.
yeah, moving on like no, but in a
The, you were with me when we opened up the Star Wars land in California, omnipresent, and of course streaming. But the studio obviously went through a difficult time with COVID, is coming back, has some creative challenges, but a great set of franchises with Pixar and Marvel,
yeah
and
moving.
of course Lucasfilm and Star Wars. And then of course there's streaming.
Wrap up why you're staying. I mean, you said in a memo to employees, you've made important and sometimes difficult decisions. You're proud of what you've accomplished, but there's more to accomplish before this transformative work is complete. So what's transformative here, and what is the work that is going to take another perhaps 2 years or even more, even after you do leave, that needs to get done?
Well, the transformative work, of course, is making sure that our cost structure reflects the economic realities of the business, and that includes disruption. Transformative work is dealing with businesses that are no-growth businesses and what to do about them, and particularly the linear business, which we are expansive in our thinking about, and we're going to look expansively about opportunities there, because clearly it's a business that is going to continue to struggle.
Yeah, no, like no.
But then the cable networks as well.
Yes, correct.
FX, Nat Geo. Is it possible you would look to sell them?
We're going to be expansive. I think if you can interpret what that word means. We're just getting at that work, but we have to be open-minded and objective about the future of those businesses. Yes.
Meaning that they're not core to Disney?
That they may not be core to Disney. Yeah. Now there's clearly creativity and content that they create that is core to Disney, but the distribution model, the business model that forms the underpinning of that business and that has delivered great profits over the years is definitely broken. And we have to call it like it is, and that's part of the transformative work we're doing.
Right. Well, we've been having this conversation for a very long time.
Well, I
now,
think what I'm saying is
in terms of the
it's
erosion
time.
of the linear business,
Yeah.
and now it's kind of closer to obsolescence.
Well, as I said, when I came back, one of the things I discovered was that the disruptive forces that have been preying on.
Oh, and yeah. Now very vague now. Like
It's
Yeah.
vague, but he's smart in this way. It's like it's vague, but it's well said.
yeah, it well Ed.
It's very well said, and it's vague, but it's very well said. And say what you will about Hollywood executives right now. Iger is a good businessman.
Oh
and
yeah,
the guy's not,
and I'm not arguing.
Iger's a good businessman, and the guy's not stupid. He's realized that the future that there's no future in linear television, and it's like he's looking. It's like the guy's kind of like, well, he's kind of like Walt. He's kind of like Walt. He's kind of like Steve Jobs. He looks at the big picture. He looks futuristically, realizing there's not a future in India, and that is like it might be a good idea to get out of it, while they can still make a good amount on selling these channels, and reinvest the money elsewhere, like streaming, because that's where TV's going.
Yeah, now me I out in bomb I got like everything
Well,
like
these are things like ABC and Disney Channel they would never sell.
yeah yeah I don't bomb I got ABC or the Disney I don't well on the Disney I don't go I now will buy it me and they will need we need in
You would have
in
to
the
completely
last
redo
day,
it.
yeah, in the last day, like doing licensing deal, we
Yeah,
that
because
would be like that would be very look
yeah,
like like Mini Ano, but and like New Orleans, like in the name, like that and Mimi my aunt like that I don't eat that anymore. Like like I don't eat that. I mean, ABE or
the Disney Channel networks.
yeah, yeah, freeform. Like I in
Oh, Freeform, I think they would be glad to sell. They never
yeah,
should have put that in the first. That was a bad Eisner decision.
yeah. Yeah, and like I in well, you are a brand now, like and now one of the main or in they will be adding on that.
These ones, the National Geographics, I think they would probably be willing to sell.
Then again, our the only armor with that one is like that one of the whole brand on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, that's true. There was like, well, they wouldn't sell. Well, I guess they own National Geographics now anyway, because they would probably just sell the channel but keep the society.
Well, Mimi,
Keep the studios. You know, they would probably just sell the channels.
yeah, or Mimi out on the add-on. Like they might own like Nat Geo Wild,
Yeah, like Nat Geo Wild, they would probably sell.
and Mimi eat the mean one.
Yeah, they would probably keep the main one. Maybe sell Nat Geo Wild. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in the in where like eat the mean one, but Mimi oh like
Yeah, FXM, FX. Yeah.
yeah and let me like this one that they on me on this one.
Yeah, ONX. Yeah, ONXY. Yeah, they would probably sell that. Freeform, they would probably. And this one, they would probably ended. They would probably end this like 50% ownership here with the A&E networks.
Yeah, like that one may and and like no issue at owner like Mimi oh like they'll and back or Mimi like die back it.
Yeah, because they would probably end that one. That one is like the 50. Yeah, they would probably end the deal with the A&E networks. They would get rid of the ONXY one, and definitely Freeform. They would get rid of. Maybe sell like Net Geo Wild at like FXX and FXM. They might sell. Just keep the main one.
And let me and they are well in on that in one that the day on army. Oh, like you are an envelope like in on that I know like that they got in they were like on this in
That's probably what they would probably look at first. Is like selling the international ones. They would probably do that more. They would probably do that before the American ones sell off the national ones.
yeah yeah
Well, the
yeah.
question is like, would they keep ESPN if we saw that?
Oh, ESPN, Bob Iger are all where it ended that they are in ESPN. Like it ended that in the interview that ESPN is like they will be involved and they might like when they ended that annual and make it all ESPN
Yeah, but ESPN is a keeper.
yeah, yeah now in a partner we on a mean like a like we only mean that you might stay in it.
Yeah.
Me mean that like like an in of oil that's in India like yeah in like that is our own way but bomb I got and like I'm in the like I'm in the one go go in like the and that they were army like
International.
yeah international and then army no issue and owner it with me and that more.
Yeah. The first ones to go will be International will be first. Their 50% ownership with the A&E networks. And the next one to go is a Freeform because they're probably desperate to get rid of that one.
Oh yeah,
Which they never should have bought it. They never should have bought that in the first place.
yeah, not what I know move. Move.
Has that channel ever turned a profit ever?
I already in only on a part like at least like I mean like only
Is that only? Like, I was gonna say that channel only does a profit twice a year.
yeah like
Christmas.
yeah.
It does a profit at Halloween and Christmas, and after that, I don't. It's like I forget it. I watch it at Halloween and Christmas because they show the Halloween movies and because they show like because they show good Christmas movies and good Halloween movies. And actually, a lot of times when you want good Halloween movies, AMC actually has better Halloween movies anyway. So probably only, it's like maybe
Like now I like no
if you want to watch good Christmas movies, Freeform, and maybe Halloween. After that, as like after Christmas, I forget the channel exists.
well yeah like I and like I only like I know oh I free like like no uh mm, 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 you know what I in like when LIE on and in yeah that whole in
Yeah, no. Every once in a while, it's like when I'm channel surfing, they might have a decent movie on, but
yeah
that's about it though. They might have like a decent. I'll see a channel surfing. It's like they might have a decent movie on. I don't even know what shows they have now. They had one show on which I kind of liked, but I will be. I'm not sure if I like the show. If I just had a crush on the store.
yeah but anyway like yeah I know in now now in bomb I got about is movie in movies in that like and that like a golf
Wait, the CEO of a movie company talked about movies? Never.
yeah but on bomb I go like this is by the way uh uh and one in man in is like I'm like Nindy A and like been run and online online like hopefully I we a bit in 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 arena like woke
Yeah, that's just good. This crap is gonna blow over now.
yeah but anyways I'm in not no aim not like like one like one you bộ ai quá ừ ai well yeah I me and we go when it no number when it when it out in about well ni like I me tune out
Hey,
like
look,
but
it's like you call me rogue. I take it as a compliment. I hate that term now.
yeah but anyways but what in in like and in ni like one the number and that ni law $900 million like at the bar
You
eh
know, I hate to break it to I hate to break it to conservatives, but they don't have a place in Hollywood.
I yeah but anyway
Hollywood is like, I hate this term, but Hollywood is woke, and if you don't like it, deal with it because it's like if you don't like it, it's like stick to Fox News, you know. Stick
yeah
to Fox News and OAN and Newsmax and whatever because Hollywood is cringe again woke. I hate that term. I seriously hate that term.
but anyways like but ni law $900 million now nine number will be at you like on the in ni movie like you like you all
It wasn't really that good of a movie though, so
on yeah like you all on all and under um um what is involved back and over on the overall Ghanaian and the little moment or and elemental like now
well, mental has picked up though, so
yeah like and it will only money at the bar
yeah.
but anyways ways ways like ways way element like it it but I go but like the 900 million like the number I want like is like not a real my only like they now like you and involved were unalterably but bonds.
I was gonna say Strange World I haven't seen yet, and I'm not really that keen on seeing it. Lightyear I saw wasn't really that good of a movie, so
Yeah, they not in a about our EEO.
yeah, I'm just of course they lost money though, because it's like Strange just word of mouth kept me from seeing Strange World, so as a pretty big moviegoer myself, just word of mouth just kept me from going to see Strange World.
Yeah, in one away like mà in vô rằng like unalterably lost money and they were like unalterably lost money on Indiana own. That one be a big bomb.
Yeah, I'm still hopeful that Indiana Jones might pick up with as word of mouth gets around. Because I think unfortunately with Indiana Jones is it's trying to go up against Crystal Skulls, which was bad.
Oh, and another almond eel mà Indiana own and army element eel is they made one of over eight. they own in Indiana own a can and and in a can like one and demolish it and yeah and yeah on like in a and in like May on like 2 months like bad water mouth.
Yeah, because I'm hoping it's like as I'm seeing Indiana Jones will pick up with it will be more popular with audience reviews once the audience gets what it's like as I see it's like as I think that one still has potential of picking up and
Uh,
doing better once
uh,
what else
uh,
gets around.
uh, I in the bar in my den where all the animation
Okay.
you know you know me where I mean like army where VOD and I mean in
Yeah.
on on
Yeah,
me
I was gonna say it's like I'll get those picked up
but
a little bit though.
Indiana on well ridiculously and you wanna know the more and movie on main. Oh yeah like your art in like it mean oh like it mean make like 900 like almost make $1 billion on the art.
It's like I will say it's like as I will it's like I no offense because yeah critic and I'm glad that I'm kind of glad that we're online and I'm on it's like and I'm only next to you with on a screen because you might try to knock me out. I hate movie critics. Or I hate what or I hate what they do to the audience itself. Why can't people not base their own opinions? Why do they have to listen to the critics' response before they why can't people form their own opinions?
Well, in it, I'll not, you know, make you your own opinion. I will not and with my yeah yeah do this like when the movie got all wow but like you know like all like in negative reviews. Well, where any other own like the review are okay. The argument is your own review right out of the gate. I mean, when it
Yeah.
making their mind or like not about it, their own reviews were awful. Oh like Ning Big Man A well opening that I can where well you are an email a lot of snob in it. I'll act can as well.
Oh, so that was a mistake. Is they open it with the raw critics? They won't open it with like a bunch of snob critics. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's my because it's like I know for me, it's like when I go to see movies, it's like I go by word of mouth of what my friends tell me. It's like not so much critics reviews. It's like I look at more like what my friends tell me, who know is like who likes the similar things that I like. It's like I get so frustrated. Well, my problem is there's a lot of there's a lot of snob. It's like because a lot of movies I like, it's like gets like critics. It's like critics. It's like the critics reviews are terrible. But what I've discovered is like there's a lot of snob critics out there, which only like it's like it's almost like they only like the Oscar bait.
hey. like right now, Indiana on E and and like we uh now a lot long in the war in the name in but um and in it like about the in but when I in that and like that no more what at like when I like mm, no more than the food like this one this movie ad.
Yeah, because he had a bunch of because he had a bunch of snob critics.
Yeah, like Ima, uh, like now on the movie not in that kind.
Yeah.
And anyway, but Bob I got about movies and
Lassiter years ago, for example, been a blow that you haven't been able to recover from?
Well, first of all, the studio and its movie assets are number one at the global box office this year so far. That said, we're extremely realistic, and I'm very objective about that business, and there have been some disappointments. We would have liked some of our more recent releases to have performed better. It's reflective, not as a problem from a personnel perspective, but I think in our zeal to basically grow our content significantly to serve our mostly our streaming offering, we ended up taxing our people way beyond, in terms of their time and their focus, way beyond where they had been. Marvel's a great example of that. They had not been in the TV business at any significant level. Not only did they increase their movie output, but they ended up making a number of television series. And frankly, it diluted focus and attention. And I think you're seeing that is, I think, more the cause than anything else.
And Pixar, I mean, we've talked through the years. There was a time when a Pixar opening was a real event. Did it suffer as a result of during COVID when you were going direct to consumer, for example, like it was Red or one of the fairly
Yes,
big movies
there were three Pixar releases in a row that went direct to streaming, in part mostly because of COVID. And I think that
and only Red was a big man eight.
Cutting Red should have been theatrical. That was what Cutting Red should have been theatrical. Luca and Soul, you didn't have a choice in the matter because the theaters are shut down. Cutting Red should have been theatrical now.
Yeah, and look army on the been a meal movie movie then I in yeah we had that one.
Yeah. Turning Red should have been theatrical. That was a mistake. Yeah, I was gonna say either way, Luca and Soul, they had to be going to Disney Plus because it's like the theaters were closed there. One of those probably should have been like a premiere access style.
Yeah.
May have created an expectation in the audience that they're going to eventually be on streaming and probably quickly, and there wasn't an urgency. And I think there was some, I think you'd have to agree that there were some creative misses as well. I look at the company is 100 years old. Walt Disney went into the animation business starting with, shorts in the 1920s, and obviously his big first feature with Snow White in 1937. If you look at his history, there were peaks and there were valleys. Every valley was followed by a peak, and I studied it very carefully. It's true in my predecessor Michael Eisner's days too. He had great halcyon days of Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid and Lion King, and just this tremendous success, and then there's a dip. I'm not suggesting we're necessarily in that, but I'm also not suggesting that we're at a peak either, that we have some work to do there in terms of improving our creative output.
Did the loss of Lasseter, was it a blow to the company over time?
Look, there's a lot of talent at Pixar. Has been turnover as well, not just John, but there's been other turnover too, and that may have had some impact.
But you're confident that the production of Pixar animation, for example, and the Disney studio overall is going to continue to be strong.
Correct.
Marvel and Star Wars, I mean, you almost indicated kind of it's been a little much. Do you pull back away?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, you pull back not just to focus, but it's also part of our cost containment initiative. Spending less on what we make and making less.
Now, of course, it used to be that some of that stuff would then go to Netflix. You'd make a lot of money from selling it different distribution channels. Now it all just goes to Disney Plus. Do you ever think about how much
If
money
we shouldn't have done that?
Not that you shouldn't have done it, but there's still, I mean, the old model worked pretty well.
It's kind of interesting. I think if we did, well, the old model worked when it was a blend of relatively business models. It wasn't the only model. The licensing model was part of a collection of models. I think if we hadn't done it, everyone would be saying, why isn't Disney going to the streaming business? You know, as it turns out, I think we made the right decision there to go into that business. It will be a growth business for us. We will turn it around. I'm confident of that. It will become profitable, and it will deliver growth for the company. And it will be an important business because that direct-to-consumer model where you have a relationship with your consumers, which we lack, frankly, as a company, except in our parks and resorts business, that will be of value to us long term.
Well, he's right with the streaming. That will become profitable. It has to be. That's where the future is.
Yeah. Yeah. And I one of more money now. I might be in the minority. Well, I like a lot of more within movies or a total between the one in a total what a bad movie, but like that or in like I in the my no I more I in and I did really like that one. On all I like Ant-Man I like as well. Like the new Ant-Man one and Guardian is the best one.
Yeah.
Out the recent one, but I in out now I'm aware out in no uma. Your army tag in and Fagi out now like
Oh, the content between movies and TV now, yeah.
yeah your army like no army not enough out in all. Me and umi out and I a viewer like I an all I'll be I the mouth or can and me I know all my
Oh, I know, I am. I can't keep up with it, so that's why part of the problem. Pixar, they made a mistake with saying stuff to they made a mistake telling Red to Disney Plus.
yeah and I go yeah and well I go and now I'll pee and now like anime me and gone like on like when I on and they is.
I mean, it's like I thought it was interesting was that they were like really missing Master. I mean, it's like I was wondering that initially if Pixar was gonna go into like a what would John do, but I don't think they. It's like I think they've like I think they've. It's like I think they did. It's like they didn't have that much of a turnover, which is good as so because they're still like standing on their own and still like delivering great movies.
Yeah, like you do it like be me like there was like one part of in that and that and like you wanna now in under like that the one with that in me and you know that movie that getting lit
Was like yeah. Exactly. So, because I don't think because I was concerned at first that it's like Pixar would enter in like a John, what would Master do era, but it would enter what would John do era. But I don't think they did though because like okay, you Pete Docter who's like heading up now. he worked under Lasseter. So
yeah, and EA in your own made over like I'm a damn bad
and
movies.
the guy's a good filmmaker, and they've done some great stuff.
Yeah, I'm a damn bad movies. What people dot on like monster in Inside Out and Show.
Yeah.
What how like you got by Pete dot or EA gay on my own.
I mean, you need to get Brad Bird back there to like to direct a couple movies. So, but I think Blaster has it. But I think Blaster has him tied up. But I think, speaking about Blaster, I think Blaster kind of has him tied up by now. Though.
Yeah, like and I go I mean like I go and eat that or I'll be in Montgomery in where bad bone do an edible tea.
Yeah, it's like probably after Laster. Yeah, probably after like he gets freed. Yeah, right now Laster has him tied up as well because he's like I'm directing a movie for Skydance.
Yeah, but I in
So it's like so Laster has him tied. Yeah, because like the next Skydance movie, so the next movie like Laster's new studio is directed by Brad Bird. So
on in no not only their own movie, their not movie like a movie written by an Owen Mankin.
oh yeah,
And
the next movie's the next movie's is like I was gonna say the number three movie the third movie is directed by Brad Bird, but as I said it's like Incredibles 3 is gonna take a while because I think Brad Bird is like I think Laster kind of has him tied up.
yeah, but yeah, I don't think you really necessarily I'm in leader at both Nini anime me in all pet me pet like well me I all add by out and no made a bad movie. Me I didn't I like yo but like yo more or less a miss.
It was funny. It was one of their weaker movies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was bad. It was one of their weaker movies. I mean, it's like I'm more interested. It's like the fact that it's like 'cause I don't think they entered a what would John Naster do era, but it's like it's interesting in way you can see what it's like. The fact that Naster left, it's like with the Skydance, it's like it's interesting. I'm seeing what Skydance delivers on now.
Yeah, well, by the way, like, and I need animation go is they add like one main omission in one. Oh no, again, I didn't like that one, but it one not go. But the movie they did be all in one were intentional or or we were all in it. We God, it didn't do that. Gay at the bar. Really me COVID, but anyhow, like when well you are Nini like it we were on Nini and you are and Nini army made a good part on it with more in dying and everything.
Okay, here's a question. Like talk about like the whole thing with animation. If because that's just now heading up Skydance Animation. It's like luck went to because right now it's like everything's going to Apple TV.
Yeah.
If that was switched,
oh my
if that was switched and switches so and like something like and like luck for instance was actually theatrical, would that have given Disney a one? Would that have given Disney a little bit more of a one for their money?
I doubt it. Like me not not million worry a Met fan base.
Oh, it did, yeah. I mean,
Or
I happen to like it, but
yeah, yeah, and I on the on the no or like in not a movie that we staying with me a movies.
that's true.
But anyway, I mean, not I only like not app on ni ni na I nan movie movie mấy cái I always bị app on i like making a movie in the movie in a lot of the movies yeah me I well
Yeah.
yeah app on yeah yeah I don't
Okay.
in
Well, it doesn't really matter because, like, I mean, Pixar and Disney Animation is gonna pay the same game as well. Because at this point, like, because like Skydance isn't really a payer for them.
yeah yeah well I in the beta on is in right now is Dreamworld.
Actually, I was gonna say Illumination.
Oh yeah, Illumination and Dreamworld.
Illumination and DreamWorks, because like, okay, Illumination just did like, well, okay, well, come on, you have like Despicable Me, you have Mario Bros. Is right there, and of course DreamWorks is still and of course like DreamWorks, so well, yeah, and of course DreamWorks is like there's a big competition for them.
Oh
Well, DreamWorks. Well, DreamWorks kind of stopped being a competition right after Comcast bought them. Now now DreamWorks decided to find its footing again and is becoming a bigger competition.
yeah. Oh, by the way, like one of the almond with like with the with the with no in like the you know like why in like why in they were like I like in that like anh here I know any one of the no me in why our men on baban in me in me in me ni not me win no I on I get in but they we still movie will be going and that one an eatly tank.
Well, Whoopi Gilman is like taking more than Elemental has though. So
Oh yeah, like men or like will be going can eatly lost money.
yeah, I was gonna say Whoopi Gilman is like taking more than Elemental did, which I don't know why because I was actually impressed by it. That was a good movie.
Yeah, well I in out of the win in the movie and one of mouth is better or elemental than movie Goldman.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because Word of Mouse has worked out better for Elemental because Elemental is still paying most Cetus. A lot of Cetus have already dropped Ruby Gilman, so
yeah. Well, by the way, I only elemental holding down. Well, no. Elemental won't down the road. And I go alluded if Nini is getting back ba a more winnowing model.
Yeah.
Like in me under eight like why an why ni pa like that woman that in not a good idea.
Actually, do you see? Do you see here? Do you like? Do you catch what you said? It's like under my predecessor, Michael Eisner. He didn't even mention
Oh
Chapek.
yeah, yeah,
Because technically speaking, he left and then came back. His predecessor would be Bob Chapek.
yeah,
He knows that. He mentioned it's like he mentioned his first predecessor. He didn't even mention Chapek.
yeah, yeah. But yeah. I go like what I go in in now like doing a more windowing model model. Like doing that, like what every other audio was doing, but
Which will, yeah, and that will help. And that will help too as well. It's like it's gonna take a little bit of time as well. But once audiences realize that they're going back to the windowing model, it's like audiences will realize like, oh wait, it's not gonna land on Disney Plus right away. Right away, I better get to the seat and see this.
yeah, but yeah, but where a windowing model, audience will now be more willing to pay money and they will wait and one month on it. It will go, like then go like Amazon or iTunes where you will like pay like
Yeah, where you have to pay.
$8.
Yeah, where you have to pay to rent it. Yeah, where you have to rent it or buy it digitally yourself before it hits
Yeah.
yeah, before it hits Disney Plus, it was like it will go to like the digital. It will go to like Apple and iTunes where you have to pay to buy it digitally, and then it will hit Disney Plus the same time as the DVD release.
Maybe not. Be in the little moment. What now? Like in like 2 weeks, you are now when the little moment. The only Blu-ray and Amble, but no the release date has been announced.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they were smart, they would do yeah, actually if they're smart, they would do like do the pay on demand for the digital release as well, then do the DVD release, and then after the DVD comes out, then they'll like put on Disney Plus.
Yeah, yeah. Like and that is what all Unio are doing and but you know what all the we are making in my and this one you know what all are a pay one window where I on where I on it go like where go like like then you and buy your own when it need only then then it will go well and then like the movie then it will go PR and then after PR it will go like net or I
Oh yeah.
like Nini pa might an like Nini might an that one like I in the movie go Nini pa like when it mean but then like then man, no, won't like get a deal with like or Apple like an they'll mean or I then it will go that might be very look over on them.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion. It's like well, now that Disney Plus is kind of getting its footing, I have a sneaking suspicion Disney will instead retarget Netflix again. Actually,
Yeah.
they'll probably start retargeting Netflix again. That's like probably sooner rather than later. Now that Disney Plus is like slowly starting to get its footing.
Yeah. I in the like in Apple.
Oh, they'll definitely start talking to Apple. I can see them like retargeting the Netflix too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, now we rumor that Apple in the by Disney that this is why I go back. Like that rumor is and
That's not gonna happen.
yeah.
I've heard that.
Now in like number one, I don't in app or any in the power, and number two, not with the Biden, not with this minute is in will ever get approved.
No, it's like Apple's not interested by Disney. What we were talking about, it's like different companies who might buy the Regal division. Apple might be interested by Regal though.
Oh yeah, not on me.
And two other companies I saw might be interested in buying Regal, and who might buy out Regal actually is Verizon and T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And I think Dish Network would be interested.
Oh yeah, not like me. In my
Those is like the three I just named at like the three real potentials: Verizon, T-Mobile, and Dish Network.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, we are a lot of the and we are very middle
Going on for a while.
really like on oil and everyone on what in random on random about Nini and Umiel like and I will and you for our win like what go on me Umiel like I mean no way about Nini and any.
You probably do. I mean, it's like it's like you got to me about I guess contract being extended before I even saw it on the news. I mean, it's like I saw it pretty quickly after you saw it. I mean, I saw other articles after you sent it to me, but
Yeah. And yeah, and well, by the way, and Umiel, like Umiane, I tuned in CNBE what this interview where I go. Like I mostly don't know in ENBE, but my ENBE got the rating on this interview. Got my viewer on like I woke up. Yeah, but in an interview.
yeah.
Like
All right, good night, Mr. B. Let's get
yeah,
out.
but I knew but yeah, and I knew what in an I knew very obedient like like I will eat you. Over that I'm good night and be happy.